Hey everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome back to my little garage where I do all my drawing. In today's video, we have a go at the Lancia Stratos. It turned out to be a bit more tricky than I had planned. I also did it on the same pages that we did the Porsche yesterday, so it's right on the edge of my camera setup. So unfortunately, you can see it, but it's a bit tricky. So future rule: new drawing, new page, sorted. But this has given me a little idea. I think what I want to do is encourage people to draw every day, because that's how you develop. If you're doing it once a week or twice a week, you really need to be doing it every day. So I'm going to try and keep my videos to sort of 10 minutes, especially with like the little car things. And then you can draw along in your coffee break, in your lunch break, and we can do a bit of art together every day. Let's get into it. Okay, just before we start, a quick recap on yesterday's little Porsche drawing. I did forget to draw in the little vent on the bonnet, and I added a drop shadow, just give it a bit of depth. And also on all lower lines, anything that's underneath, I'll just make the bottom line a little heavier, just to give it like a shadow look to it, give it a bit of weight, and it sort of grounds it into a ground plane. So we'll remember to do that on this one. Right. So I'm going to start off, as always, with a box. Just going to put the bottom half of the vehicle in. So this is going to be like quite a low. We're going to be sort of looking directly at the back of the vehicle, very low to the ground. Where should we put this? So I want this sort of chassis to be sort of there, almost level, not quite level, something like that. So that's the back of the vehicle, and that would be, well, in the UK would be the driver's side. So I'm going to have a wheel turned into sort of facing the camera, sort of turning right, so it's going to be something like that. And then the rear wheel, I'm going to have it's going to be in line with the plane of the vehicle, but it's going to be cambered it over a little bit, something like that. And because we're looking underneath, we're going to see quite a lot of the tyre on this one. Mark the centres of the wheel up. Actually, let's just lean this over a little bit more. Let's just put some little guidelines in so we can see what we're working with. The same this side. Actually, if I'm blocking the vehicle now, I'm going to have one wheel arch there. That sort of wraps in the front and disappears behind the tyre. It's going to stick out here somewhere. And then the sill's going to disappear down there, and then wrap up and over nice and tall, and then drop down behind. So you're not going to see that because the wheel's turned, it will obscure the front end. And then before we get too far into it, we need to put like the glass house in, so I'll just put halfway somewhere there, and then we can put the big spoiler in. Nice easy car to draw this because it's just all angular and nothing too taxing on it. Let me just make a decision here. Make that the top of the A pillar and sweep that back, and we can come back forward, something like that, and put the spoiler over the top, and then there we go. It's starting to look a bit like a Stratos. Put the slats in across the back window, something like that. And the spoiler finishes about halfway down the lights there. And we can put in a recess for the number plate, just indicate that, and have quick drink of coffee. Oh, that's good. Lid back on, keep it warm, and then we've got to sort of decide where the wheels are going to be sitting. I want them nice and fat on this one, so not really wide, which is going to make the other one sort of something like, oh, is that too much? No, that's not too much. Put some sort of exhaust in there. Just wrap the body up over the top of that. And then bring the door line in. I think that the sills on the straps, I think they're quite deep. There's something like that. And wrap the door around. And indicate the big arches on it. I'm going to try and bow these up a bit so it's not quite as square. It's going to still have that kind of cartoony look about it. Let me just indicate the nose, stick out the front there, and then of course we've got that wheel there, so that one maybe just draw the other wheel in, something like that. Actually no, that's just going to confuse it, I think. So we can put a bit of a ground plane in. Bring that up to that there. And then Stratos has those sort of classic coffin shaped wheels, which are going to be tricky. We need one about there. there. Kind of like a flower design, I suppose, but individually they do look like coffins. Just move that one up a bit. And then we can put, if I just start tightening up these lines a little bit. Something like that. We've got like a square door handle in there. Have another quick slurp of coffee. Ooh. Putting the reverse lights, and maybe put like a reflection on the exhaust. And then everything I said on the portion yesterday, we're just going to firm up everything that's a lower line. It's just going to be that little bit heavier. Sticking that up to show a shadow on there, and then that's actually all shadow where the wheel arch raises above the front wheel. Just block these in quickly. Raise the shadow up a touch. think that's it. That's all done. That was a tricky one. That was not as enjoyable as the Porsche. I had to think. I was really struggling to talk to you guys while I was doing that, but it's good practice, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. I'll have some more coffee.